On this week's episode of Create, Consume, Repeat, I'm taking a look at anime's biggest problem. As an anime fan that's been watching for over 30 years, I'll be the first to admit that anime has definitely grown in popularity. Proof of this can be seen by its influence on pop culture, film adaptations of popular anime, the rise of online distribution channels solely dedicated to anime, and Netflix's large investment in developing original IP. But the one thing that hasn't changed is the way non-fans perceive and dismiss it as childish, sexist, and rife with the hyper-sexualization of women. And guess what? They aren't entirely wrong. In 2018, the most popular anime titles in North America were predominantly shonen titles like My Hero Academia, Naruto, Black Clover, Dragon Ball, Bleach, and Attack on Titan, all of which are aimed at teenage boys under the age of 15. Sadly, it's this popularity of shonen-type shows that put off many non-fans, since their first exposure to anime is brimming with power fantasies, scantily clad women, and themes that don't directly speak to them. But this perception problem isn't exclusive to anime. In fact, anyone looking at Hollywood blockbusters wouldn't be blamed for thinking all they put out are films about power fantasies and scantily clad women, films aimed at a teen audience. Kinda seems like a double standard, don't you think? Now, in no way are shonen-type shows representative of all that anime has to offer, just like Hollywood blockbusters aren't all that film has to offer. The main problems are audience appetite and facilitating discovery. Obviously, we can't control what studios are releasing since those choices are dictated by audience demographics, consumption patterns, and consumer spend. But what we can do is learn how to better navigate the diverse world of anime and find titles that are better suited to our own personal tastes. And here's how. When you first get into anime, you'll encounter a ton of Japanese terms that are pretty confusing. But the most important thing to know are the 5 types of anime, each of which focus on a specific target demographic, not a genre. Shonen, the most popular and common anime genre, are aimed at teenage boys. Seinen is directed at young men between the ages of 15 and 24. The plots may be similar to shonen anime, but are much more graphic, mature, and serious in tone. Shoujo is the female counterpart to shonen and aimed at girls between the ages of 10 and 18. Josei is geared toward adult women, with plots that are more realistic and mature than shoujo and often deal with romance, relationships, and slice of life. Lastly, Kodomomuke is directed at young children and tends to be simple, with imaginative stories that teach morals and other core values. Once you're able to wrap your head around this, you'll be able to better navigate the overwhelming number of anime titles, and soon enough, a new world filled with tales of friendship born out of a mutual respect for jazz, heartwarming romance, and video game-fueled teenage angst, to name a few, will open up. But the best thing of all is your newfound knowledge will help you avoid subject matter that you do find offensive or distasteful, like flying dicks, and in turn, hopefully change your opinion about anime. Hopefully you found this episode helpful, so don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons.